Hello, welcome. I'm Ronald the Power Work Builder. And today, after 7 months and one missent package and whatever, we finally got the replacement package for the Skyline. And I'm not gonna bore you with taking the doors apart and whatnot, but yeah. So they sent the replacement package, and I think it's kind of dumb. They gave you this inner door piece. You don't need it. Just reuse the one that you got. And then same with they gave you new hinges. Nothing wrong with the old hinge. And then they gave you, new door handle. Nothing wrong with the old door handle. And then they gave you a new mirror. I don't see there's anything wrong with the old mirror. They did give you a new fuel cap. It looks like it's got a magnet on it, but I didn't get the sticker that goes to this fuel cap. That doesn't matter. I don't care because I don't need to replace my fuel cap. My fuel cap was just fine. And then they gave you a load more screws. So my personal opinion is reuse the screws, and just all you need to do is just change out the door skin. Now this is the old one. That's the old door. And then here's the new door. So the stripe goes down further, as you can see. The original Fanhome door that they sent me, the stripe didn't go down all the way. So, and then that's the other replacement door. And again, there's the original door. So the stripe didn't go all the way down. So, and all I did was just replace the outside skin. I didn't feel it was necessary to put new mirrors on it, new hinges, and then even if you use this black piece, you don't have that film window protector on it. But yeah, I mean, it's nice that they sent you all these parts, but to me, I feel all the parts were unnecessary. All they needed to do was just send the outside part of the door. So, anyways, that's the replacement parts that I finally got. Oh, and then I did get the another thing that came in that package was the replacement side skirts. For the car. So here's the original one. You can see it's got 2.5 squares, and then if I can get it on camera, there's the new one. It's got 3 squares. So a lot better. The way it's supposed to look. And then that's our other replacement skirt. So we don't need this original one anymore. So now that I got the replacement parts, like I said, now I can finally do issue 103 of the Skyline, which is putting the whole entire car together permanently. I know maybe in a few videos you saw it sitting up there looking like it was finished. That's because I had it all mocked up with the doors, the one skirt, the one fender, and the hood. So, you know, so it was made to look like it was, you know, done, even though it wasn't. But after 103, the car will be officially put together and officially done. And I did put this door up against the car, and that stripe right there does match the body. Now I know Will's Workshop, you know, put his replacements on, and that stripe was way off from the body. But luckily mine, perfect. I haven't really matched up the skirt yet. Oh, there's your window things. I was wondering where those were because I didn't see them. Oh, and guess what I found? The sticker to the fuel cap. They hid it inside the skirt package. So yeah, looks like they did a good job on the coloring. So that'll all match up. You know, I didn't understand why they went from a painted fuel cap to a sticker fuel cap. But yeah, so if you open up the package and you're wondering where these two pieces are, they're inside the side skirt. Oh, and here's the other. There's some more stickers inside this one. Okay. I'm not exactly sure what these are for. Unless they just give you a spare, you know, sticker for the fuel cap. But yeah, there's your window things. But like I said, I'm not gonna use any of that. Because the fuel cap on my car is fine, and I mean, it does stick out a little bit. It's not like totally flush, but the color's fine. Okay. So now I just gotta find all the all the bits that I need for putting this car together, because it's been a while. I've had all the parts. I just need to be able to find all the parts. So why don't we start by bringing the car up here. And I thought, just for cool effect, I put my Lego Technic Skyline up there that I did a light kit mod to it. I went on one of those websites that sells lighting kits for Legos, and I bought that. Now, I'm not very happy with the lights right there under the car, because they keep falling off. They don't stick on there very well, so I may have to get some 3M tape or something to put them on there. But otherwise, that lighting kit is really awesome. And if I move this light out of the way, right there is the power box, and you can put the minifigures that I got from the Speed Champion cars. I put the minifigs on the power box. So I just thought that was kind of a neat little touch to that. Try not to block the car too much. There we go. All right. Now let's see. What do we got in our little box of tricks over here? So I know I got a bunch of parts in here. All right, so there's all kinds of bits in here that I need. I got all the other brakes. Got screws. Oh, here's the other misaligned side skirt. Okay, need that. Yeah, I think we're gonna need that. Now, over the course of this build, I think I've lost one of those, those wheel rings. I don't think I have all of them. Okay. So I'm just trying to make sure I got all my bits out of the box. I got bits all over the place, so okay, so I do got some little rings in here. And oh, maybe I do got all 4 rings. I think I do. Okay. And I didn't lose anything. That's good. And yeah, this I left these in here. These were the side skirt bracket holders, and then the other one was right here because I put that on the car just that way I could put the skirt on. Well, there's the center caps and some other bits. Okay, that's good. And then we got those bits, and then this bit belonged inside the car. Might have to figure out how to get that in there. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do, now that we found all our bits, is we're gonna put the rear trunk closeout panel in. Now, we'll just turn this all around here. And then this goes with the tabs up. So let's see if I can figure out how to squeeze this in here. Well, I got one side in, but the other side's not. I don't think the other side lined up. And it's really hard to see. It's really hard to see in there. I think I'm gonna have to try to get that other side out. Well, that one side went in real nice, and now this side just doesn't want to go in. And I can't see well enough in there. To see where this thing's going. And yeah, I know my trunk lid doesn't stay up because I think the little pins that were supposed to be on it came off, but now I see my one side came off too. There was like those little gaskets that went on it. And those little gaskets, the little gaskets came off. Oh, that's... Well, now we really got a problem. The gaskets on this side are gone, and the top of that hinge just broke. Interesting. I know it was hard for me to get those little rubber gaskets on there, but you know, I don't understand why is there a reason why we couldn't put this closeout panel on before we put the bottom of the trunk in? I'm gonna try something. Just because I'm struggling with this dumb thing. I cannot see at all where to put that closeout panel. And I was just trying to see, maybe I could take this out enough. Yeah, that's a crappy design. Both of the trunk hinges have broken. Because they're supposed to be little red or little tiny washers on there, and well, I put the little washers on there, and then I tried to put it into the trunk. It snapped off the parts of the hinge where the little washers were. So this goes on here like this. Now see, that was so much easier. It's so much easier to put that on there like that. Without that entertainment thing in the way. I don't understand why they make you wait until you got the entertainment thing in there and then try to struggle to put that stupid thing in. That just doesn't seem right to me. But I know Fanhome does a lot of backwards things. They do a lot of things that don't make sense. Now see there, I put that in. I put that piece in and then that slides right in front of it. Simple, easy peasy. Come on, Fanhome. Why you gotta make things hard? All right. So that's in there. I mean, so much simpler just to, take that entertainment thing out, slide that closing panel out, and then put this back in. So much easier. And then instead of trying to sit there and force it in when you can't see what the heck you're doing, to try to force that in there. As far as these go, I'm just going to kind of stick them back in here. Kind of stick them in there like that. I never planned to have the trunk open. I mean, when it's up there, it's just going to sit closed all the time. So you're never really going to see this. So, but I mean, you can open it if it's just, not going to really stay open. But to me, that doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't bother me. And here's my fuel cap, the original one, which I'm gonna, leave on there because there's nothing wrong with it. And I'd rather have a painted fuel cap than a stickered fuel cap. All right, so now we're going to take our right door and I need to find some GM screws. Let's see, where did I put my GM screws? I do got a bunch of screws laying over here on this little table, but I don't remember. Now I don't know if they were the right screws or not. Well, it could have been the right screws, but I'm not seeing any GM screws in here. Huh. I wonder if they, in that replacement pack, if I had any GM screws. I know they gave me a whole bunch of screws. So let's see. I guess this is kind of the problem of not really, keeping things too organized. Is that you don't, that you lose the screws. No. I don't have any GM screws. And I don't have the other screw boxes from the other cars I built. I don't have those boxes handy. Oh no, those are Eleanor's screws. Yeah. No, I don't have. Shoot. I don't have any GM screws. I got CM screws. Well, like I said, I do got a bunch of screws over here on the side of my table that I took out. So I guess I'll just have to try to use what I got here and hopefully they're the right screws. So like I said, we'll take the right door. And we'll screw this on here. Like, you know, when I mocked up the car, I mocked it up with the right screws. And I just kind of thought, well, maybe I might not use those. You know, I'll just reuse different ones, but I can't seem to figure out what I did with the fresh ones. Okay, so there's our right door on there. And you can see how the replacement door matches up perfectly with the body. So that looks really good. And I did fix my little door handle. It had fallen off because the screw wasn't tight enough. I don't know how the screw wasn't tight enough because it just wasn't. Okay, so now open that door or window so I can just kind of turn this car around. And now we're gonna put this one on here. All right, so now I got 2 doors on there. So now our next step is to grab our hood and with the tiny little screws, tiny little TM screws, we're gonna mount that. Oops. And then one over here. And we'll drop one right there. So now the doors and the hood are officially mounted to the car. They're not mocked up anymore. They're officially on. Okay. So slide this off to the side a little bit. Now we're going to take our fenders. What did I do with my... There we go. And take the fenders here, and we're going to install the foam pieces. So, and these little foam pieces are what's going to hold the marker light in place. All right. So you want to take this one, okay, so there's a little tiny there's a tiny little adhesive pad on this. That we're going to need to peel off. Oh, adhesive sticky pad. And then this goes right above the marker light. Just like that. And then we'll do that for the other side. There you go. There's that. And then we'll take these squares. So this will be the other side of our thing. Take that off. And then, according to this, it goes right below the first screw hole. So there it is. So it's right below those two screw holes and right above that screw hole where the fender is. So it's in between the two fender screw holes. And then that's our other side. So now this turned upside down. I'm going to take this fender let's see, what did I do with all those CM screws? Now I did have some screws for that, but since I got, the package of CM screws right here, I'm just going to use these. And it's going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 CM screws to hold this fender in. So, kind of line this up here. And then I'll get that first one in, so that way that holds the fender. And then if you were to look at this in here, now you got like a little pocket that light will just kind of fall into. Because the foam kind of makes a little pocket for it. I think they could have maybe made sort of a bracket for it to go into, so instead of it just, sitting in just kind of sitting loose in there, but that was the design they chose. It's just to kind of, lay it in there loosely. Okay, got 2 more screws. Alright, that side is officially on. Now we'll get our little foam pad here. And we'll stick this on here. And then we'll just kind of gently pick it up and rotate it so we can get our other fender on. I think that screws a dud. Didn't have a very nice head on it. Alright, so then we'll put this over here. So we mounted this fender for the first time because this was the side of the car that was facing toward the books, so you never really saw this side of the car. At least not from, you know, like your angle, you would have never seen it. But, yeah, for months this car looked like it was finished, but it was far from that. All right, and I just need 3 more screws. Yeah, I've tried lighting kits for Legos before, and it didn't work out very well for me. So I thought I'd give it a try again, and I'm really impressed with that one. I really like that. I did buy a light kit for the Supra and the Eclipse, but I wasn't too impressed with them. just, you know, watching the videos. So I haven't installed those. All right. All right, there is the fenders officially mounted to the car. So, just flip that over. All right, now they're talking about using some tape on the wires. But first off, let me clean up this a little bit. Yeah, they're just talking about taping up some wires that are by the window there. You know, just doing some taping right here. I've already done that, so I don't have to worry about that. So now the next thing to do is positioning the signal lights. And then they want you to connect up the breakout board. Now I've got Mike Lane's circuit modification. That's what this red wire is. So mine doesn't go in the stock position, and it doesn't plug in, you know, that way. So I'm just trying to see, I'm just looking at this here. Okay, so yeah, I mean, basically, you know, they're just, you know, showing, putting that wire in, plugging some wires in, putting some tape on that wire. Then it looks like, you know, they want you to do a light test. Yeah, do a light test, and then we'll put in the screws. So let me grab the bod. I'm gonna move this to the side for a minute, and I'll grab this part of the car. Now, I'm just trying to figure out where this would have came. Oh, I see where that came from. And there's no way for me to No way for me to put that in the car unless I take the shoot. And this was like a little footwell thing. There's no way for me to really put this in unless I take the car apart. Which I think I might want to. I think I might do, just so that piece isn't missing. I'm not sure how I missed putting that piece in. I mean, I know I did do the Mike Lane carpet mod, and I did have to take that out to put the carpet mod in, but then I thought I put that back in place. But obviously, I didn't. So let me just try and get that sorted real quick. So I gotta take this out. I do have to say these Mike Lane carpets look really awesome in here, and they do make the skyline look really cool. Whoa, hold on. We're kind of having a crash here at the moment. And just if it wasn't for the light sitting there, I would have just lost the shell of the car on the floor. And that would have been a grave disaster. Trying to get this up enough that I can pop this piece into place where it's supposed to go. And if you are building the skyline, I would suggest going to MikeLane.com and ordering you some skyline carpets, because they are way better than stock. Plus, you even get some really cool floor mats that are way better than the stock Fanhome rubber garbage. And yes, I will use the word garbage. My opinion. I know there are people out there that, like just building things stock, which is no problem. But Mike Lane does sell some pretty awesome mods to make the cars even better. And then I got this stupid dashboard in my way, and I lost the piece under the seat. It's such a fiddly piece that I can't quite see what I'm doing here. I'm just gonna blind the screen just for a second. I'm trying to see to get this piece in here. And I don't understand why. I don't understand why the thing's not threading on there the way it's supposed to. I think I got it upside down. It looks like. There. Alright, it's on there. I'm gonna grab my steering wheel. All right. It's all nicely back down. And I did actually modify the power wire for it. because I don't use batteries. I just put a hole in the little battery box, and then ran the cord out the bottom of the battery box, and then there's a hole where the LED light comes through. So then I just put the cord up through there, and then it just runs out the back of the car, and it works perfectly. I was kind of trying to figure out how the heck I was going to route that external power wire. But I figured it out. Alright, now it should have, oh, I got that, oh, I got one screw on this side. That I didn't get. And of course I can't really get that screw in there because I split the frickin' tab. Maybe I can do is I don't know how I broke that tab. I wonder if I can use one of my flange screws. Yeah, here we go. Maybe I can use one of these flange screws. Somehow the plastic split. I didn't put it in too tight, but it just... There we go. There. Just solved that problem with a little flange screw. Alright. Alright, now what did I do with my steering wheel? There it is. And I just realized why this wasn't going in right. Cause I didn't put it underneath the I didn't put it underneath the steering column. Good grief. That's why it wasn't going in the way it was supposed to. I forgot to set it underneath the steering column. Maybe that's why that split. Not because it was too tight. It was just because it was not in the right position. I'm still going to use the flange screw because that bracket did break. All right. The silly thing is, my steering wheel's upside down. When I put this on here, I don't think I can. I guess I can get that off. Well, shoot. I just broke one little pin. Oh well, that's kind of subpar, I guess. When you try to take things apart, you end up breaking things. Okay, so if this is like that, it's still kind of crooked. I do have to admit, though, this is an easy steering wheel to attach. I don't think the Knight Rider one was this easy, though. Alright. Well, at least I only broke one little pin. I still got two others. But yeah, it would have been nice if I hadn't broke that one, but it's not going to stop it from staying on there because it still had two. Alright. So now that we did a little exploratory surgery to fix a couple things, now we need to now I need to try to get these little marker lights plugged up. So basically with the car like this, I'm just going to plug all these wires in. Plug this back into our little breakout board. Now you do want to make sure that the black is on the black side, and then the red is on the red side. Now, this little thing, they said was supposed to live like right there. But I just kind of have it, you know, tucked in behind the seat here. I know, I think Will taped it up to here. All I did was I just tucked it in behind the seat and it was just fine. So now I just got to find all my leads here. Okay, so there's D. So this goes here. And then H goes over here. And Mike Lane did include a bunch of like wire extensions. And so everything on the back of the car, all the LEDs on the back of the car, they're all extended by Mike Lane cables. So that way everything will have its, be able to reach where it needs to go. There's the C cable, and then this is E. So I just need to find E. E is right here. And I also, on the taillight things, I taped the connections together just so that way they won't pull apart. Because I know Wayne, World of Wayne, he said some of his taillights didn't work. Well, it's probably because the connection pulled apart. But he's not going to take his apart to fix it. But I did have that happen. I had the little connection here pull apart. And so I was like, oh, I'll just tape that. And then it won't come apart again. Trying to find. I'm just trying to find the connections for all my wires. Okay, this is. It's a rat's nest in this little circuit box here. Okay, so this is I. So where's I? I is... okay, I lost my I. Too many white. Oh, I is this non-labeled one. I remembered that. For some reason, my I cable lost its wire. Okay. Or lost its name. And this is J. So J should be the trunk screen. So that goes in there. This one is W, so that goes over here. This is the S wire, so that just goes down here. So S goes there. Okay, and then I got two more left. I got K, and I think this is the F. So I think this is F right here. There's one that I can't really read the letter on the circuit board, but I always remember that being the F wire. And then here's the K wire. All right. I'm going to try and see if I can get this thing plugged back in, just so I can make sure that the lights all still work like they did when it was up on the shelf over here. I just got to figure out what's trapping this wire. There we go. And then I got this little power box from Powerwork Upgrades. Before they went out of business. And I did have a Powerwork Upgrades one for, you know, the Dodge and the Knight Rider, but then Mike Lane came out with a better power modification. So then I just swapped it over to Mike Lane power. But Mike Lane hasn't come out with a different power mod for the Nissan, so I'm just using my Powerwork Upgrades one. So let's see if this still works. And I have no interior blue lights. I have dash lights. Oh, and I did fix this too. So now that works. So taillights are all working. But I've got a wire. I got this thing wired up wrong, because this reverse light isn't supposed to be on. I just remembered that. For some reason, this wire is goofy. I'm just trying to remember now. What did I do to... And I don't know what's up with my... Oh, there. Well, come on. Okay. Now all my blue lights are working. Yeah. So, yeah, all my blue lights are working. Okay. That works. That's still working. Still works. Alright. I just gotta remember how to wire up this reverse light, because it's not supposed to always be on. Oh, yeah, that's right. It was the license plate light. The license plate light and the reverse light are kind of reversed on my car for some reason. I couldn't really find the eye wire that, you know, came with the car. So I was using another wire, and I don't know if that's the problem, but I just take the license plate wire and put it into S, and then what I called the eye wire, I put that into I plugged that into there. And then that way when I push the button on the back, it's supposed to light up the reverse light. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it's working. It's not working very well. There's a lot of light bleed from this light going off on the top of this thing. And I had it taped in there because I didn't want to really stay in there. I'm just trying to... Yeah, there's a lot of light bleed going on here. But anyhow, all right, so that works. So now we're good with that. And I just gotta figure out why these lights keep going off. Definitely don't want those lights going off on me. And I should just glue this thing in as the center console cover. It keeps popping off. All right, so what we got to try to do is we've got to try to get these lights fed up in through there. So maybe if I can kind of take this like this. Trying to balance this thing is not easy. And I'm not exactly sure how the heck you're supposed to even weasel this up in there. You know, I'm going to try something different here. Sure, now my seat fell out. Dang it. This whole car's turning into a train wreck. I was going to turn it upside down, and now my dang seat fell out. I don't know how the hell the screws came loose on it, but this is turning out to be a train wreck. Because now my dang seat's all out of place. And that means I gotta take this whole thing apart again just to try to fix that. And all this was supposed to be was a final fitment issue. I guess final fitment issues are hard to do. Oh. I hate having to take things apart all the time. But I'm not going to be able to get it put together if the seat's going to just fall out. And like I said, I don't exactly know why the seat just came out. But now I gotta unscrew the whole thing just to get the try to figure out why the seat fell out. That's not what I wanted. I don't know where it went. Here it is. I also got this from Mike Lane. It's a magnet remagnetizer. So if your screwdriver ever loses its magnetism, you can just remagnetize it. That's also from Mike Lane. I got a couple screws that just don't want to come out. And I don't want to lose them. Alright. Let's see. I'm going to have to disconnect the power so that I can get this. So roll over a little bit. Of course, all my seatbelt straps came unattached from the floor as well. None of these screws are working. And Now, this is a major train wreck. That's all I gotta say. This was supposed to just be a simple put together issue. And it's starting to turn into a train wreck issue. Kind of like Wayne would always say. And the problem is I got all these wires on here, and I can't twist them around. I can't twist the thing around enough to be able to get at the bottom of this thing. And I can't get these screws out. And I'm not sure how to get the screws out, because I was going to see if I could maybe just put some longer screws in it. I have no idea why these screws don't want to come out. And they act like they're stuck in there. All right. Got those stubborn screws out. Let's see if I can find some longer screws. Maybe those screws just aren't long enough. Got a bunch of AP screws. It's kind of looking for the plastic screws. Well, I got two different types of plastic screws. Let's see if I can get these to work. Like I said, my seat belts all came out as well. Yeah, I mean, I love these Mike Lane carpets, but I just don't know why these aren't working the right way. I don't know if I was supposed to put these in through the holes of the carpet and then put the carpet over it. I mean, that would have been a cool idea. Put these seatbelt buckles through the carpet and have the carpet glue it down. These things just aren't going. Down where they're supposed to. Being super fiddly. You know what? Screw this. I think I'm just gonna lay them under the seat and just call it good. They're not gonna bolt or snap into those little things. I don't know why, but they're just not going to do it. This freaking seat is just not going in here. And I don't know why. I mean, it's just like it's so freaking stupid. I mean, The screw looks like it's long enough, but just can't get it to bite. Okay, I think I got it to bite. All right. Freaking train wreck. Okay. I think we're getting there now. I think we're getting this train wreck put back together. You know, those look too thin. All right. Um. And of course, you know, the seat belts are all hanging off the sides and stuff because they're not attached. But I can't get them attached. Freaking train wreck of a car. All right. Now I gotta try to plug everything back in that I disconnected. under there. U cable. That goes there. A cable. There's a B cable. Alright, so now that I need the black side. I think so. Plus would be red. Negative would be black. Okay. All right. We are still working. Cool. Yep, we're still good. All right. So let's put this back in there. Alright, and that's back in there. Alright. So now, I'm going to try to attempt to put this together without the seat falling out. Which was what I was attempting to try to do the first time. Make sure that none of my wires get trapped where they don't supposed to go. All right. I'm just trying to make sure my little lights are going where they belong, and they're not. I think this is the stupidest setup for these lights. Because you're holding the whole weight of the freaking car. Just trying to fuss with these stupid little lights to get them up where they need to be. And this one's just being a pain in the rear. And I can't tell if it's going where it's supposed to go. Oh, I think I got that one. As I can see it blinking. Yeah, I can see that one blinking. That one's blinking. Okay. So there. Those are in. Now I just gotta get this all to sit. Turn this upside down. That way I can use gravity as a friend. The only problem is I gotta make sure all my wires are out of the way. My red wires are not staying out of the way. I don't think this is... Well, maybe it is. I think it is fully down. No, this corner's not down. Yeah. I think that's probably about as good as we're gonna get that. So, why don't we try and put some screws in here. So we know everything's working. So why don't we get to trying to put this together. So I need to find some EM screws. Somewhere here, I know I've got some EM screws somewhere. Here, my little bag of EM screws. Put one right here. And that's not going in. So that means it's not, I don't think that means it's down far enough. There's an EM screw back here. Yeah, that one's definitely not going in. Yeah, I don't think this body's down far enough. Almost feels like it is, though. I mean, I don't know how much further down it can go. But I put the screw in and all it does is sit there and spin. It's not biting. So yeah, I'm just I don't think this car's down far enough. And I don't know how to push it any further. Well, I'm not going to sit here and bore you with trying to put freaking EM screws in here, because this is going to probably take a while. It's a train wreck. But basically, you put the EM screws in there to put the body together. And then, once you got that, then this is going to go on the car. You know, like that. And then you're going to put some AM screws in that. And then you'll slide these little things on. And then use some more AM screws to put the side skirts on. But right now I got a fuss with trying to even get these EM screws in to even put the car together. And right now I can't even seem to figure out how to even get an EM screw in here. Oh, wait a minute. I think I got one to bite on this side of the car. Yeah, I got one in on that side. So this side is not down. So this side of the car is not down. And I'm not exactly sure how to get that side to go down anymore. That side, this is definitely not down, because I just got that one screw in and it made it nice and tight. So, and it went flush. This part of the car went flush with the frame. Now that EM screw is not going to go in there very well. See. Yeah, so it's just that one, and then the ones in the back and the one in the front. So let me see. Now, it just seems like that one lowly little screw went in. I'm not. So, what do I gotta do to get this thing to sit down on itself. Yeah, I can see that this side is gapped. But I don't understand how to ungap it. There's something stopping this side from going in. I'm not exactly sure what. I'm not exactly sure what's stopping this from going in. Yeah, I don't know. I just can't figure out this side. There's just something is just not meshing well. I can't get any of the screws to bite because that side is not down. And I did get this one in here, but I can't get the ones in the front. And the ones in the front don't want to go in either. I just don't understand this. Really haven't tried. I haven't tried one back here. I don't know if I can get one in the back or not. Oh, one. I got one in the back. I got one in on the back, and I got one in on the front. I still just can't get two on the front, though. Oh, and this one's going in. All right, well, I got three. 3 out of the 5. I got 3 out of the 5 on that side. I wonder if I can get, no. That's not gonna happen. Well, for one thing, I think I see is this wheel well's not going down where it belongs. Yeah, this wheel well is way out of place. Hey, what do you know? I think I got this one in. I got that one in. Now this one should, in theory, go in. But it's not. Where is it? No. No, that one went in. All right, well, the back of the car is secure. And the front of the car is secured by one screw. I just need to figure out how to get this corner to go down. but I just can't get anything to go into the front here. Well, I'm going to end it there. I'll figure it out. Have a good day.